a new Meigs County head football coach, Nathan Simbeck, joining us right here on Off the Bench on Talk 102.3. And, Coach, how are we doing this evening?
Doing good. Thank you guys for having me on. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, just give us your overall thoughts on, your new opportunity up there in Decatur, Meigs County High School. Obviously a program that has had some success in the last decade or so. So kind of talk about, I guess, your path and kind of the timeline of you taking the job and taking over as the head coach of the Tigers.
Well, I really wasn't looking to go anywhere. Was in a really good situation at Boyd Buchanan working for Coach Rankin. He's been really good to me. It's been an honor and privilege to get to work for him and to get to work at Boyd Buchanan. It's a great school. They're obviously doing great things, and there's great things ahead there. But when Meigs County called me, I felt like it was something that I should see through and look at closely. And after talking with administration there, Mr. John Grissom, Principal Brian Saint, Athletic Director, and Superintendent Clint Baker, I just felt really good about it. It's a really good place that cares about football. I'm originally from McMinn County, so I'm kind of familiar with the territory and the school. So, yeah, that's kind of how I got there. It's a special place. It's like traveling back in time. The town kind of shuts down for Friday nights, and that was something that I just really wanted to be a part of.
That's great to hear, Coach. Yeah, you mentioned Coach Rankin. Obviously, you also played and coached under with Coach Bo Cagle out there.
Yes, sir.
And probably a couple guys you playing quarterback for McMinn County. Probably a couple coaches that you didn't garner much about toughness or
not those guys.
Coach Rankin nearing 500 wins, 17 state titles. But what are having coached with such great coaches? Obviously, we don't know a lot about Knox Central, but Coach Russer, Coach Craney out there, and I think I saw you mentioned Coach Bennett in one of your earlier interviews. But kind of take what do you have taken from kind of coaching from some just legendary for Jeff and I, just legendary coach under Cagle, have an interview and talk to him, and then obviously Coach Rankin for all he's done.
Coach Cagle's had just a tremendous impact on my life. I played for him, I coached for him. Just what he's meant to me personally, I can't really. It's hard to put into words. He's somebody that I ask about everything I go through in life. I kind of learned with him how you do anything is how you do everything. I always tried to outwork Coach Cagle. I tried to be there more than he was there, and I couldn't do that. So just seeing how hard he works. Nobody knows the little things that he does. He takes pride in taking care of the fields and how that place looks. There's no task that's too minuscule for him. He's turning laundry over on Saturdays and doing stuff like that. So he kind of taught me what it takes to do a job like this, to be a head coach, just to see the work that goes into it and everything that he does to keep things running that doesn't even have to do with football. And I've always just admired that. His teams have always been tough and played hard, and he just meant so much to me. And I still, kind of revert back to those lessons he taught me when I was in high school. And Coach Rankin, his resume speaks for itself. I don't really have to say anything about him because, like he said, it's 17 state championships. It's almost 500 wins. But just kind of looking at the big picture, he sees the big picture not just in the football program but with the player. He's looking at the overall development of the player over the course of 4 years, how many reps they're getting in practice, how we practice, how that's going to affect us long term. Just the meticulous planning that he does has been something that I learned from him. The organizational parts of planning. He's always thinking about football, and he's always thinking of a better way to do something. You would think somebody who is like him who's had so much success would be set in their ways, but he's evolved, and I think that speaks a lot to him as a coach and as a man.
Yeah, for sure. No doubt about that. Well, you mentioned it earlier, those coaches and you yourself, a lot of, it all starts up front physically, up front on both sides of the ball as far as on the offensive, defensive lines. I think you were OC for Boyd Buchanan the last, 2 seasons. What are you going to bring that same offensive mentality with you to Meigs County? Because that's a program that has been historically known for pounding the ball down your throat and just wearing teams down going into the second half, and in the fourth quarter they just overpower their opponent. Kind of talk about your philosophy and what you're wanting to do and bring with you to Meigs County.
Yeah, I've always kind of believed that way in every program I've been a part of. That's kind of been our style of play, and I look forward to continuing that. I think it's important to be versatile and multiple within a personnel and scheme, and to have answers for people when they try to do different things to you. You kind of look at what are some problems that you see throughout the year, and you got to have solutions for those. So I think it's important to be physical in the run game, to establish the line of scrimmage, win the line of scrimmage. Use that to put people in conflict for perimeter throws, for screens, for RPOs, and then once people try to take that away, I think you can try to use the play-action pass game to extend the field. And I just think I've always believed in good complementary football, and I think that's just something that's just really important. And if you want to win, if you want to go far in the season, you better be able to run the football. It's just critical for a team's success.
Yeah, honestly, I think Coach may have just been most interested in this Meigs County job for a chance to beat McMinn Central again every year.
That's a good point, Sims.
Yeah, and yeah, that'll be tough to do. They're a program that's on the rise as well. Coach Matt Moody does a tremendous job out there, and he's definitely elevated that program. But yeah, I'm looking forward to those battles.
Yeah, no doubt. I'm glad you tried to slip that one in there on Coach Simbeck there, Sims. That's you learned that over Boyd Buchanan, didn't you? For sure. So, well, Coach, we want to thank you again for taking the time to join us. Looking at the schedule, I saw the schedule drop on X this afternoon. You start off with Hickson on the road, then you got Kingston at home. And that region looks to be pretty tough. So, there's been a lot of repositioning in the region the last few years, which is good for all of us because you can see, some of our local teams in the same region with you guys. So looking forward to seeing those tough physical games we're used to seeing, especially out of Meigs County. So just want to thank you so much again for taking the time to join us this evening. And good luck in your first year as head coach for the Meigs County Tigers. And I'm sure we'll be making a trip at least once up to Decatur this year to cover the Mighty Tigers.
Yes, sir. Thank you guys for having me on. It's an honor and privilege. Anything you need, just give me a shout.
Will do. Thank you very much, Coach.